What if the storms you spend your life fearing are the very forge of your strength? Livia stood at the foot of the mountain, its peak hidden in roiling clouds. As a guide in these parts, she led dozens safely back down. Yet today, the wind bit through her coat, and each gust whispered of danger. She had lost her father on this very slope, an avalanche that buried more than just flesh and bone. It had buried her belief in safety. Day after day, she climbed, teaching travelers to trust their footing. But inside, doubt gnawed. Then came the betrayal. Marco, her partner, vanished with the expedition's funds. The forge of her life, carefully built, felt like a flickering ember in a storm. Her anger flared hot enough to scorch the rope she depended on. At night, by a fire that smelled of pine resin and regret, she replayed the avalanche, her wound opening again. Every thunderclap above her tent echoed in her chest. Why me? She would ask the dark. The question offered no answer, only more shadows. One dawn, weeks later, she met an old shepherd on a ridge. He stirred his tea, eyes calm as still water. "You cannot command the wind," he said, "but you can learn to sail." He spoke of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. A simple truth, yet in that moment, it struck like sunlight breaking the storm. Livia's next climb felt different. When the wind howled, she rooted her feet. When the sky split with thunder, she breathed deep. The mountain still loomed, unforgiving, but now she moved with purpose. Each step became a lesson, virtue over fortune, discipline over despair. At the summit, the air thin and pure, she planted a single flag, not as a trophy, but as a witness to her transformation. Below her, the world looked small and unpredictable, but within her chest beat a steady drum of self-mastery. Life's greatest lesson is not to vanquish every storm, but to discover the captain within. Amor fati, love your fate. Memento mori, remember you will not last forever. And in that knowing lies your freedom.